Can you hear me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Hang on.
I need to
All right,
tell
what's
this
up?
story real
Ready?
quick.
All right, you guys are live.
Yeah. What's up, Food Podcast? What's up, Food Podcast? We're live now everywhere on YouTube, Zoom, Facebook
Woo!
Live. We got Rodrigo Torres,
Yeah,
Martin
man.
Rizzo with a blue hat, looking
What's
like
up?
a Smurf. We got two James. We got James Hound and James Hazley. You got
My
Don
cameraman's got the day off. Hold on.
Lanamo from the Eric Andre show. Also guitarist Rodrigo saying, and drummer.
Original drummer Cockeyed Ghost.
Yeah. I was the drummer Cockeyed Ghost from 1995, 1998. And I thought my career was over when that happened. But, 22 years later, it's like Craigslist answered the call. What can I tell you? It's such a trip how that happened, man. But I walked on the set. I walked on the set and there was Felipe, and I was so nervous, not an actor, and Felipe was right there, and I'd seen him at the Haha when I was working security at the Haha twice. And he's become one of my favorite comedians. So I was like, oh my God, there he is. And he doesn't even remember, but he was really nice to me too. Like now I'm not going to say most of the comedians were addicted to security because a lot of people were really cool. Fluffy was really cool and stuff, but Felipe was the coolest. Like I went up to him and I'm like, dude, you remind me of people I grew up with in Sun Valley, And he was like, yeah, what's up, man? It was like, I just forgot that. And then there he was, man. I was like right at home. When we did those skits, it was just like there was already a rapport because, I already liked the homie a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it was an honor.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro, man. You guys don't know, James plays Blanabo on the Eric Andre show every Sunday at midnight. He plays Hannibal Drone.
Clone.
His clone. You're about to blow up. It's funny, man. Like I didn't when I first saw him, because I saw Hannibal wear the same outfit. But then when I saw him, I said, man, is he wearing Hannibal's clothes now? He was walking around. It was tight, bro. What?
What was that?
Oh, something popped up outside.
That was your song, Rizzo?
Yeah, that was from the tablet. Sorry about that.
What's up, James? You said you had a corrido ready, bro, for the show. Big time.
Oh, here we go.
Play that shit.
I've been getting the corridos lately, Rancho Humilde and all that. So I decided to make sure it's D minor, the saddest of all chords. All right. What's up, fool? Felipe really wants you to know what's up, fool. Bitch, you just need to know what's up, fool. Motherfuckers need to know because motherfuckers need to know what's up.
Thank you, man. I'm not worthy.
That's tight.
What's up, man? So you're originally from LA, right?
No, originally, like Eric, I'm from Florida. I was born in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa.
Yeah.
Lived there until I was 6. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Tampa, Florida, man. St. Petersburg actually is technically where I was born, but I was there until I was 6. Then we came here, man, and right in time for Fernando. By the way, we talked about metal and punk, but we didn't talk about the Dodgers, bro.
Yeah, man. Man, I was a Dodger fan since we moved in to LA, man, when Reggie Jackson was playing. Man, I can still name the lineup when I was a little kid because I memorized it. Like, that's the only lineup I ever knew, because it was like the same lineup for like 10 years. And I knew like in 1981, it was batting first, Davey Lopes,
Yeah.
And batting second was Bill Russell. Batting third was Reggie Smith, and then batting fourth cleanup was Steve Garvey. Number 5, Dusty Baker. 8.
I dropped Steve Garvey lyrics in every rap song.
Baker, bro, and then 9, whatever pitcher, Bert Hooton.
Yeah, like Don Sutton or something. I just remember Fernando, dude. And I just moved here, and I didn't know a lot of Mexican people in Florida, so I didn't know the difference. All I knew was he looked up to the sky and then blew you away, right? And I was like, I was into the Dodgers immediately, man. Ever since, So, I don't want to offend any Giants fans out there, but they're not my favorite team.
Were you around in LA during the alley street scene, the fairs?
Yeah, I was a kid though. If I remember, you talking about the ones in the 80s?
It was in the 80s, man. Our mayor was Tom Bradley, and there was a big, big, big festival in downtown Los Angeles. That was
I wasn't allowed to go over the hills. I wasn't allowed to go over the hills. I'm from the valley.
There was 2 of them, man, and I was still in junior high school, and I know that, and there was a big riot because Circle Jerks or some punk band, they canceled, and a lot of people were waiting for that to start. So that stage closed because they weren't there. So Stevie Wonder was performing at the next stage. And then the punk crowd was walking through. And man, it was like a punk crowd fighting a bunch of R&B and cholos, dog.
Damn.
R&B and cholo crowd, bro.
Man, it sounds like Repo Man.
It was, dog.
Hilarious.
And it was
dude,
like
the gang. Like,
what?
Rodrigo, Felipe, listen, James, I don't know about like the show business etiquette because I'm so new to this on this side of it. But is it okay to ask how old you guys are? Because I always got the feeling from your comedy, Felipe, that you were like around my age. I'm 47. I got nothing to lose. I'm 40-something old.
I am your age, bro.
So you remember like Hanson Dam? Like Hanson Dam when all the cholos and punks went up there?
Yes, I remember all that because I was in rehab with the guys from Hanson Dam and from I didn't put it this way, bro. I didn't know there was Crips in Pacoima.
They got everything there, man. They got Crips, blood, everything.
Yeah, man.
I think Pacoima's like the Warriors. It's like they all meet right there.
The hunger, I heard, is all crazy too.
Oh, I mean, I'm sober now. You know what I'm saying? My mom might be watching. I'm sober right now, but I used to go up there to buy my my med. My what do they call it? Scante?
Yeah,
Scante.
Back in the day, I'm a good citizen now. But that's exactly where I go because that's where all the bikers were at. You know what I mean? And they tolerate you if you had like some money. Otherwise there'd be, it was more like. What you doing around here? But I didn't go to Tujunga much except for that, man. But, my hood was more Burbank, Sun Valley. This was right in the middle of punk days, dude, and you remembered all that. It's like, locals only and like, Circle Jerks, Bad Brains, straight edge guys. You never hear about that anymore. But there was guys who used to walk around like pretending they didn't like sex, pretending they didn't like
X's on their hand.
And they wrote stupid shit on their hands to like try to convince you of that. And I'm like, okay. But I love the music, dude. I was just Dead Kennedys. It changed my life, man, because after my parents divorced, I was so angry. And I was actually a nerdy kid. I had skipped 5th grade. So, I skipped 5th grade. I'm like younger than everybody, like 10 years old, and everybody was 13. I was just getting picked on all the time. Nobody liked me, dude, because I was like a black nerd punk rocker egghead. So black kids weren't fond of me. Mexican kids weren't fond of me. But I found some Mexican Hesher guys in Sun Valley. That was my crew. You know what I mean? I had never seen anybody like that in Florida that liked metal and they were Mexican. You know what I mean? So I fell in with those cats, man. And those were like my crew.
What's up, rockers, dude? Like that movie.
Hey, shout out to Stoners 13, bro. Stoners 13 are the kind of dudes he's talking about, bro. I saw a picture of them, bro, on some fucking Veteranos page. And I recognized everybody on that photo, even though I didn't know. Even though I wasn't acquainted with them, I recognized everyone because they used to wear New Orleans Saints jerseys, and with a big Boyle Heights Stoner 13, bro. And they were from Estrada Courts. And these guys, all they did, bro, was play football against other crews. And at the end of the game, drink beer and get high. And they were teenagers.
Crazy.
I miss the 80s badly. I just do, man. You know, I mean, I had like a crew of guys that like, it was like a hybrid. You see this all the time now. Now you see cholos walking around liking the Smiths. But back when we grew up, it was not cool. None of that shit was cool back then. But like now you see that. But back then I had like the cats who were into rock, man. Like, you know, these guys introduced me to Boston, Van Halen, like Sabbath. So many groups that, you know, I would later on like love and learn how to play their music, you know. And these guys were Mexican guys, and some of them had East LA roots, which let me know there was a punk scene over there back then. But I wasn't even allowed to leave the Valley until I was 17. By the time I left the Valley, hey Rodrigo, by the time I left the Valley, everybody had flannels. There was no chicks, and everyone was depressed. Correct. So I missed all that shit. I missed all the good stuff. You know,
those are punk scene in Boyle Heights.
I have to watch the movies, you know.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man.
We had a punk scene. I know the punk scene you're talking about in Boyle Heights. It was like in the 80s, and man, it was back in the days before the internet. Anybody listening? Before the
flyers, right?
We had we would a lot of people would go to these shows and record them on a tape recorder, and they'll write down what band it was, what date it was, what band, like on a tape right on a cassette tape. You'll see Boyle High Show, September 12, 1985, Resistant Militia, you know,
yeah, man.
There.
Cassette tape.
Armored Saint, you know, whatever.
Wow, and people sell those
and
too?
then you will sell them, bro.
You share them from people all over the country.
Somebody will you'll send a list of all your shows, and then somebody else will send it back to you what they have.
Oh wow!
I still have plenty of those old punk mixtapes. Like my friend Andres, he made me a tape in 1983. Had Crucifix, Circle Jerks, Dead Kennedys, all on one cassette tape, right? Like the kids today, that I guess like BitTorrent, I don't know what they're doing, but it's not the same. Because when a dude hands you that shit at school, you're down, you know? You're down. It's like a thing, you know? And then you put that shit on, you know, it's like...
Dude, those are classic punk bands, dude.
I knew a kid growing up, he passed away already, but he was younger than me. He had a like 5 shoebox, and they were all punk shows, and he had a mall like categorized by countries. Like right here, he had other punk shows from Belgium that he fucking traded with, because some guy found out about a band in East LA that he liked in Belgium. So my friend went to go see the band live, recorded it for him, and then he wanted to see another band, so he recorded that band too. And then he sent him 2 cassettes of the 2 punk bands that the guy wanted to hear live. And then that guy sent him like 5 full shows that he went to that were like 30 minutes each. And they would just sit there, bro, like nobody would say shit. They would just sit there, and you would see people's tape recorder. And you got to know these people at every other show, because I remember, if you're from Burbank, you got to know this guy. He was an old man. He used to wear a red old man Coach jacket, and he used to be at all the punk gigs. And somebody asked him, "Where you from?" He said, "Burbank."
Did he get jumped like I used to?
No, man. You ever seen an old cat? You know, like an old man. He could be somebody's coach at these punk gigs. Hey, you know what? Maybe he was a pervert, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I used to think, man. They're all in the pit, like kind of grabbing on you and stuff, and you're like,
I know, right? Manhandling you and shit.
I remember going to these punk shows in like East LA, Boyle Heights, and there's nothing but cholos in the mosh pit, bro.
Yeah, those guys were vicious too. Those guys were.
Didn't know.
Remember the suicidal pit? We talked about it in Venice. You know the skate pit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the cholos would just get down, dude, in the pit. Like they do some sneaky stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn,
you know,
dude.
Those cholos didn't know. They thought they were jumping someone in. What's up, fool? We got a couple of shout outs, okay? You guys ready for these shout outs?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mike Smith checking in right now. Mike Smith. Josh Gutierrez checking in. Robert R checking in. Diego Casimiro checking in. Francisco de Jesus always checking in. Eddie Rivera from New Zealand. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Kiwi.
Frederick Valencia, Omar Gonzalez, Isaac Arias, all these fools. And Eddie Rivera's, you pimp.
That's the guy in New Zealand.
Yeah, man. So, man, when you were doing, how did you get into bands? Like, what was your first band you were in?
First band I was in was a band called Psychotic Cabaret at the tail end of high school. It was like 1990. And it was just crazy, man. It was a mix between, you know, Faith No More was big then. It was a mix between Faith No More and like hardcore punk. And I loved it, man. It was crazy. And I just went from there. We started playing like, do you remember a place called, you know, if you're from the Valley, the Night Rock?
No.
Night Rock. And then Mancini's, you know, the Valley Circuit, man. You know,
you're talking about that place, the Night Rock, before over the punk place was a cowboy bar, right? And they only played cowboy bands. And that place came out in that movie with Clint Eastwood.
You may be thinking of the Palomino.
My bad, the Palomino.
Yeah, we played there too. You know, I also saw Green Day there before they were famous.
The Palomino is legendary because that was when country. When people were on that country western kick in the late 80s or early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, if you watch that movie,
Urban Cowboy,
Everyone's Way But Loose, 48 Hours, where Eddie Murphy was into that bar, that was a scene back there, line dancing and like a motherfucker, man. But that shit died. It died out. It died out, and it became a punk band.
Was that the one with Clint Eastwood? He had a monkey with him for some reason?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, yeah.
That was our show in the Valley.
Yeah, that's a great thing growing up in the Valley too, is that you meet, like I remember one time, bro, I met David Lee Roth at 7-Eleven. He was coming out with a Slurpee. And it was right around my the only
ready to dance the night away, huh?
Like, did he roundhouse
that's
you?
The only thing you could grow up in the world like that, man, where you could just skateboard to the 7-Eleven and you never know who you're gonna see,
bro.
You know?
I love LA. I don't know how people could leave, bro. I would live in a shoebox before I leave. Man, we saw one time. We were going to 7-Eleven to buy Swishers, and we saw Funky Cole Medina guy.
Tone Loc.
Yeah, Tone Loc.
Wild Thing. Yes.
Wild Thing. And that's what.
Hey, low key. Hey, low key, guys. A lot of rappers live in the Valley.
Really?
Low key. Yeah. Like, I don't want to out the guy. He's a really cool guy, and he's got a tough image and stuff. But I seen him right here at the Sherman Oaks Mall, like with a mask on recently. We talked and stuff, and I'm like, "You live around here?" He's like, "Yeah, right here in Encino." I'm like, I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe
because I was always made fun of. I was always made fun of growing up because I lived, grew up in the Valley.
Bro.
You know, so it's just kind of funny. You know, that's where people move when they get, it's pretty funny.
Man, if you grew up in Boyle Heights, to us the Valley, everybody was rich.
I know. You guys didn't know about like Sun Valley and Pacoima and like Van Nuys. Van Nuys is still messed up.
Van Nuys is gangster as fuck, dude.
Hey, don't let me mention the fucking south side of Mission Hills, bro.
You talking North Hills, Mission Hills is rough, homie. It's
Panorama,
rough, man.
Panorama City.
Over there. I have a lot of friends over there. Thank God. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. I can only go to thank God.
Panorama City's crazy.
Yeah, Mission Hills. You know, it's not like people think. You know.
Hey, I was gonna tell you when I was working at Kmart doing loss prevention, all the agents at Kmart, the loss prevention agents at Panorama City, always had black guys, dog.
Really?
Yeah, dude. fighting off cholos and all that shit, trying to arrest them. Oh, dude, I was like, every fool had a black guy or was recovering from a black guy, dude.
That's funny because that's funny. You go there for an interview, and the fucking supervisor, the guy who's interviewing you, has a black guy. Are you sure you can handle the job?
I don't know. Can you, dog?
When you were working at the Haha Cafe, what year was that?
I worked there off and on. I worked there a few different times, man. The last time I seen you there was probably about 2016, 2015, maybe. But then I first did a security gig there, like maybe 19 or 2001, 2002.
That's probably when you started, 2001.
Yeah. And I mean, literally, you know, when you're doing security and you're working the door, you're a big guy, so you can imagine. It's a lot, right? So you're never like necessarily in a good mood, but you know, I mean, I was busting my gut, man, because it was just like comedy from like guys I grew up with, but it's kind of, you know, it's like it was just really funny, man. Plus, I learned different Spanglish words from you. I don't know if you know this in the future, you know, but you know, I learned different Spanglish words, which then I try on different, you know, Mexican girls. It doesn't work yet, but you know, I'm gonna keep at it, you know.
You should say that corrido, dog.
Yeah, man.
You can learn a lot of Spanish from corridos. I don't know if it's polite Spanish, but it's dope.
Hell yeah, dope Spanish.
It makes the girls' panties wet, dude.
This fool.
Good. I heard about Tolino Sanchez, and it went from there, man. I heard
that's a dude right there, dog. What?
I heard he pulled the guns on somebody from stage, and I went and got all his.
He killed one guy and wounded another guy, and then they wounded him. But he killed one dude from that standoff. That happened in Coachella. Yeah, no, he was a gangster for real, dude.
Wow.
Dude,
not condoning, bro. He's a dope singer, man.
Hey, man, I want to give a shout out to Michael Blackson. We saw he was flying in the same plane with us. Bro,
I saw him getting out of the plane from arriving in Texas.
I want to give a shout out to Rachel Wolfson for being a soldier, bro. She sat next to a guy that had a face mask that had like blood on it or something, and then he was eating Rodrigo and fell asleep. He was like triple size, right?
He was snoring loud,
bro. And fell asleep. Well, you talk about it, Rizzo.
Okay, so. Because Rachel was a roll away from me, right? So I kept hearing a guy fucking snore. It sounded like he was fucking dying, dude. I'm like, this doesn't sound right.
Sleep apnea.
Man, with this coronavirus, man, it's making me want to put some sanitizer while you guys are talking.
I think it was the coronavirus, dude. Because Rachel told me that this guy was sweating when he was sleeping. His mask was white, and like it looked like fucking like blood was coming out of the fucking his mouth.
He has one foot in the grave already, bro.
Disgusting, dude.
I seen those videos, dude. It was fucking crazy. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, dude.
And you sat between a guy like that, right? And his wife?
Oh, it was two of them, but they didn't have any discharge inside of their mask. But, dude, those people, like, dude, I weighed 283 pounds last time I checked. And then, but the people next to me weighed fucking like, dude, a lady had to be tipping 400 and the man had to be tipping 5. Like they both had 2 extensions each, 2. And then they had
wait. Rewind.
Yeah.
They had a regular extension they gave me the last time, right?
Dude, it was dude, it was so long, dude. I want to tell you, it was like 2 feet long. And then they kind of connected to the shorter one.
Hey, they had to call fucking MC Pancho, bro.
Hey, I swear, dude, it had like a leather thing. I've never even seen it before. And then they had 2 breathing machines that they weren't using, but unless they were going to take a snooze. But I swear, bro, I was caked, dude. I was pushed up against that fucking window, dude. And then like
if you would have asked them to get out to go to the bathroom, they would have broke their ankle. Huh?
Oh, dude, let me tell you, dude. This is what I did when I walked in there. When I walked into my seat, I did, you want me to move? I'm all, sir, stay there. I'll climb over you. And I climbed over him and his wife and got in my seat. I was just, dude, I was like, dude, come on, bro. It's going to take you an hour to get up.
And there were a couple.
If I'm walking over a broken couch. Huh?
Dude, I didn't even want to step on that elephantitis ankle, dude. It was like, dude, he had some Crocs. It looks like he hasn't took them off in a month, bro.
Wait.
It was crazy, bro. I'm not even because I'm gonna sound mean if I like keep describing like how crazy it was.
Hey, bro, what is this? Your mom's house?
He wore Crocs on a plane. Rodrigo, he wore Crocs on a plane.
But I think he wears Crocs because regular shoes never fit. But dude, these were white Crocs. I've never seen white Crocs. Like
that's when you're about to die, dude.
It was like a Clyde's, like the size of a Clydesdale hoof.
Those are clinic Crocs. Those are clinic Crocs, bro. The white ones.
I have a question for you, Felipe.
What?
How come you don't do the thing anymore that you used to do that I love so much on your Instagram, where every time I take even a bus, I think about you because of this? Because you used to like see different people on the bus and you would bag on them like celebrities.
Because sometimes lately I haven't been traveling since July, I guess, since March, right? But lately I've been getting seats where my seat, I can't see the people come in, or I'm sitting too close to the point where I'm going to get punched.
Well, maybe on purpose, man. You were clowning fools. I love it.
Man. I'm going to start doing it now, just walking around the airport.
I did it. I did it the last time I took a flight, but I didn't record it, but I did it like to my seatmate. And I gave you credit. I'm not like I don't want Joe Rogan coming after me. I gave you credit, even to the random stranger. But I was just like, look at this fool right here, looking like Tim Allen over here. Like
celebrity sightings.
Like, I stole your riff, bro. I stole it.
That's funny, man. And so I know that Michael Blackson, he does one, but he don't care. He's recording in front of their faces. He be going like, "Oh, here comes Cabbage Patch Girl going to coach."
Hey, Felipe, what was he like? I'm curious. What was he like?
Oh cool? My God, dude, he was totally everything. Well, I know that he was cool, but I don't think he would be that cool. And he pretty much sounds the same with the act. He sounds like a rich African the way he talks. I don't know, but you ever seen those Africans like in the movies that are rich, like
Coming to America?
Yeah, the last Scotchman and shit.
Yeah, so is he African? I'm embarrassed to ask this, but I'm asking a Mexican friend if a black celebrity is African, but is he? Is he African?
I think he is originally
African. He is totally African. I think he was born in Africa, and they probably brought him here at 8 or 9 to live
raised in Philly.
Yeah, but he's from the bush. Like if you look at his face, and he's just rich,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you what I was thinking. I'm not like trying to get all up in your business, but that would be a hell of a bill, you and Michael Blackson.
Oh my God,
that would be a hell of a bill, dude.
I know, man. We saw when we saw that photo of all of us together, Rachel, Rizzo, and me, and I'm thinking, how come we're not in a movie together, like trying to get our citizenship or get deported?
Who did this movie?
Like they raided the citizenship class, and they're fucking trying to kill us. And Michael Blackson is the only one that had the citizenship page, so we gotta follow him. Michael Blackson has a movie out there. I don't know. It's a very bootleg movie. I don't think he's very proud of it, but I have it. It's a movie about when that African dictator was messing stuff up. Cooney.
That was all big on.
Remember him?
Yeah, that was all big on social media. That was one of those big.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, Coney. So
Coney Montana.
So I think Michael Blackson made a movie called Coney Montana, bro.
It's hilarious.
Dude, it is hilarious and dumb. Dude, everything that you want to laugh at is in that movie, dude.
That's a stupid ass idea. That's hilarious, dog.
Dude, Coney, Montana.
With the white suit?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He had a red suit. But he's like a cab driver, bro, that gets in trouble and all kinds of shit.
That's hilarious, dude. Are you serious?
He made it himself an independent, bro.
Is a cover of him with the red suit on, or what's a cover of?
Yeah, remember?
Okay, I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
Side note, I took it from the comedy club, remember?
yeah. I've never seen it, but I've seen the cover. I've seen the DVD. I've seen it.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't there anymore.
So when are you gonna do a movie? When are you guys gonna do a movie?
Wives.
You and Rodrigo, you guys need to do a movie, buddy movie. About hey, I'll pitch it to you right now. I'll pitch it to you right now, and I'm gonna put myself in it somewhere too.
Bro, you know what?
Two coyotes, you guys, two coyotes are taking people off the border. But yet, like they keep making them laugh too much, you know. So they never make it over the border. You know what I mean? But then, like maybe I'm the guard, or something. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is why I'm a famous screenwriter, because I come up with these dope ideas.
Oh my god, dude,
that's funny.
Back in the scene.
Cut.
For real, man. Speaking of movies,
hilarious, dude.
Omar Chaparro and I did a movie where Omar Chaparro and I now. No, hundreds of people, bro. Not all of it. Not just him and I. Check it out. 7th and Union. Right now it's in post-production. Look out for that. And Marshall Rizzo just bought a bunch of hats from the 99-cent store if you don't want to.
No, the Army store at the mall. Wool.
Okay, people. There's no such thing as an Army store or the Navy store or the Marine store. He went to an Army surplus store. People are gonna go into the Army recruiter trying to buy a fucking beanie and shit.
Yeah, they go to the wrong one.
Fuck around and serve 4 years, dog.
Hey, when you were growing up, James, were you into what kind of cartoons were you into that when you said that you would get
My favorite cartoon growing up was Woody Woodpecker, hands down. I watched that way into my early 20s, and then after Woody Woodpecker, it was the Smurfs.
The Smurfs are tight.
We got a Smurf over here, bro.
I heard the Slurps right now. The Slurp, what is that?
Smurfs.
I know, but the Slurp sounds crazy.
Hey, people be sleeping on DuckTales, huh, dog?
Oh, I love DuckTales, dude.
I
love that show, dog.
It's over.
Yeah, dude.
DuckTales.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Wait.
You know how much I begged my parents for a VHS DuckTales collection?
Hey, James, you know what's funny? You know what's so ironic? If I know what ironic is? What's so ironic about having you here is that last week we had a guy that got into a fight at the haha.
Oh, yeah, huh?
We had
Adam Hunter.
So the question that people are asking on YouTube, since you are a security guard on the haha, they want to know if you ever kicked out Willie Barcena out of the haha cafe.
I never would kick out any kind of comedian. I mean, you know, that's just me. But I kicked out plenty of other drunk people. You know, people causing trouble, people heckling too much, you know, that kind of stuff.
Was there ever a heckler that was really funny and still got kicked out?
Yeah, there was one guy. I can't remember. I can't repeat. I do remember what he said because it was racist. But it was one of those things like, it's like one of those 90s Howard Stern things where it was racist, but it was really funny, but he had to go. So I dragged him out.
When he left,
I'm dragging him out like this. Like, you know what I mean? Because I didn't want Jack Jr. to see me not doing my job. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you got to go, homie. But like, he was pretty funny what he said, and it was a black comedian. So he had to go.
Hilarious.
You know,
the joke about
it's like,
Mexicans?
you feel guilty for laughing.
Was the joke about Mexicans?
It was it was not cool because it was a white dude, right? And he said something. It was, related to Al Sharpton, whatever. The guy kind of looked like him. It wasn't a famous comedian. It was like one of those nights where it wasn't like you kind of guys. It was like kind of maybe local or something. Yeah. I had never seen the guy before or since, this comedian. But the white guy got up. He was drunk. Younger white guy. I don't think he meant it, but it was bad. What I'm saying? It's like, you can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even look at Jack Jr. I was like, you got to go. Let's go. You know what I mean? It's like, let's go, bro. So... Yeah, but I don't miss it, man. The thing is, being a big guy, and you can relate to this, although I could see also, bro, you lost a lot of weight, dog. I can see it right here in the picture. You look great, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You got some kind of some kind of Fabio hairstyle right now, and I don't know, you're looking good, bro.
Well, I got the Pablo Escobar special, bro.
And I heard something you said on the podcast before, where you said that you saw yourself a year and a half ago when we filmed that, and you started working out. Dude, same here. I lost like 30 pounds in the last, 53 pounds in the last 5 months, but 30 pounds in the last 2 months.
For real, bro. I don't recognize you, bro. I have I don't have my glasses on. I thought we were interviewing the actor from that show, Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Mark Curry.
I thought we were hanging out with Mark Curry and shit.
My Latino brother remembers Mark Curry.
Bro, you don't know, Mark Curry is cool, bro.
Yeah, dude. Mr. Cooper. Brothers don't remember him. He was dope. He was dope. Mr. Cooper was an underrated sitcom.
Very underrated.
Hell yeah.
That's
so dope, man. Show. You just brought back like great memories, man. Bro. But I think, and I also think you're a good friend because I don't look half as good as that nigga. But thank you. You know what I mean?
I got a Mark Curry story. I was leaving the comedy store. I don't know if you were with me, and we
Felipe
saw Mark Curry leaving.
And
I asked Mark Curry, "Hey man, you want to smoke with us?" He goes, "Not cool, man. I got some, man. All right, man.
In the trunk, right?
We got a joint and shit. A joint. He goes, have a pound in my car. That fool said he had a pound of weed in his car, bro.
Wow, dude.
Dog. And I was like,
we're gonna
give me one, eh?
Give me a little nug, dog.
Huh?
Before legalization or what? Or after?
I think I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was medically legal.
I think back then every African American comedian on Fat Tuesday will get a pound to perform on stage.
Oh wow! Smoke you, Mr. Cooper.
So what you been doing differently how you lose 30 pounds? Because it took me a year to lose 30 pounds, I think.
Well, I mean, I saw you. This was like one of the last times I drank. This is the third time I saw you, and unfortunately, it was when you played LA Live. I think it was last November, and
right.
and I don't remember you losing all that weight. I mean, I was drunk and everything, but I don't remember you losing all that weight by then. It must be more recent, bro. You know?
Yeah, man. I've been getting a treadmill whenever I can, but me and Rodrigo, we love eating, bro. Somebody mentioned somebody said you want to eat some vegan buffalo nachos, and I said, how many? Are there other type of nachos? Yeah, well, order both of those.
Both of.
Bro, we ate. I love eating, bro. And one of the things when I sober up, I eat more.
What I'm doing, to answer your question, homie, what I'm doing is I'm eating every 3 hours. It's an advice that I got from my good friend Shavo. Shout out to Shavo from System. I've known those guys for years. They're great
Shavo,
friends of mine.
The down?
The bass player?
Yeah.
You played for them too, right?
We've jammed informally. I've known Shavo for 27 years. We jammed informally, but no, we've never played together yet. I played with my high school buddy John, who's the drummer, in a band called These Gray Men. Shout out, These Gray Men official Instagram. And so that's the band I'm in. But Shavo's a good friend of mine. I went to him and I asked him. I said, I'm fat as fuck, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be honest. You know what I mean? Stop fucking around and just be like, dude, I'm fat as fuck. Especially after the show, right?
Yeah,
we
man.
did the show. I seen the replays. I'm like, man, you fat fuck. So I went to
That's the worst.
and I said, dude, what do I do? And Shavo goes, dude, eat every 3 hours, man. And it was so simple. I thought he was fucking.
I'm doing that
Seriously.
already.
You know, like
I'm eating every
I know,
hour.
like exactly. You think to yourself, you're like, yeah, well, I just went to Burger King, man. They got that fat ass new deal. But what he was saying was it gets your metabolism going. And what happened was, for me, he was absolutely right. After a few months of doing that, I didn't want to eat bullshit anymore. I didn't want to, like Carl's Jr. used to be a magnet. Even on the bus, I'd get off early if I seen Carl's Jr. Like now, I actually want to eat asparagus. I actually want to eat celery. It took about 3 months for my metabolism to get caught up with it. Now I notice I actually look at the fruit at the supermarket. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get some of that. It's like, what are you doing? Who is this? You know? But I really appreciate. Shout out to Shavo, man. I really appreciate that advice because then it becomes easier to work out when you're not. You know, I'm down to 315 now. Like when we were doing that show, I think I was probably 380.
No way.
Damn. Okay.
But you're tall. You didn't look that big.
Right, yeah, I got lucky, man. Katal helped me out with the way he shot that scene. The magician, man. He actually looked at.
Real, bro.
I told some hot chicks to show because I'm like, damn, Katal hooked me up. I remember feeling fat. They put Hannibal's uniform on me, and it didn't seem like they changed the size. And I remember when they were fitting me, I'm like, you're gonna change the size, right? Because it was like tight, you know. And they're like, no, that's it. Go to the set. And I'm like sitting there in that thing, man. My belly's all, you know. I loved it when Eric's like all told the reality lady. He said, hey, or maybe it was ASAP Ferg. He's all rub his belly, and I'm like, yeah, she can because it's right in front of her face. You know what I mean? So it inspired me. When you said that, I was like, that's my boy. That's exactly how I felt because you were saying on the podcast, you're like, I saw myself on film, and I was like, you know, I work out. I'm like, yeah, exactly what I was thinking. You know, it's like. You know, we're gonna be some smooth, handsome fellas around town pretty soon, man.
I know, bro. People gonna think we're Antonio Banderas and Keith David.
I have a quick question for you, James. So what's up? You start eating.
They live.
Bro, Roddy Piper, Keith David, longest fight on film history.
It goes on and on.
Go ahead,
Robert.
Before you ask your question, I gotta ask you something.
Go for it.
Now. Rodrigo been losing weight. He's over there looking like Tony Danza and shit.
I was gonna ask you. So eating every 3 hours, does it start when you wake up or 3 hours after you wake up?
Okay, you're hinting at intermittent fasting, and I tried that and it didn't work. So yeah, as soon as I wake up,
I'm curious, dude.
Yeah, no. As soon as I wake up, I drink a glass of water, like this much, like, you know. Shout out to Rite Aid for pineapple coconut flavor water with stevia.
Whoa.
I drink the whole thing when I wake up because it gets the metabolism going. I'm giving away some dope secrets here. I need a show on like the fitness, but you guys are my boys. So like, you know, I drink a whole bottle of that, and then I just eat like honestly whatever I want. If I feel like frying some eggs, I'll do that. If I feel like an apple, it's really not important what I eat as much as the regularity of my metabolism. Damn. You know? And when I see your guys' Instagram stories, both of you guys make me hungry. I should say this. Both of you guys on your Instagram stories, there's a lot of cool comedy, and then there's always some food.
Always, dog.
Okay, so it's a food conversation.
And also the podcast, somehow it ends up being a food conversation.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's what we love.
Man, you have any more questions? No. Shout out to everybody that was going to go watch me at Rohnert Park, California this Friday and Saturday. The show has been postponed to a future date in December. So December 4th and 5th. So those tickets will be available and useful December 4th and 5th. Man, they were checking the weather report since last week. First, really? 30% chance of rain. What do they know, right? But now it's like 80% chance of rain.
You got rained out like the baseball games, a rain delay.
We got rained out, bro. And then you know what? don't want to jinx it, Rodrigo. You know the bait. There's no way they're gonna be sun on December 4th and 5th, huh?
That or, dude, what if it starts raining right when the show starts or something? And you know what's crazy about this? I talked to Larry last week. He's all, yeah, but you know what? There's probably going to be a chance of rain.
That's what I think.
He said that, and I was like, what the? I was like, what the fuck?
He said that it's gonna be cold too, man. Pete Munoz told me it was gonna be cold. 40 degrees over there.
Wow.
Larry Bubba's gonna say, "Brr."
Let me ask you a question for both of you guys fans in LA. When are you guys going to be playing Southern California again?
Eesh.
Whenever Southern California opens up again.
When Governor Cuomo says,
No, Newsom.
what?
But they're the same thing, basically, right?
The same guy, yeah.
Aren't they moving up to?
You know what? I think okay, man. But this is my opinion because I go places where people like don't give a fuck about masks. I think the way California been doing it by wearing masks, we should have opened before Texas.
Yeah.
You know,
Ugh.
we should have opened before Salt Lake. Salt Lake City is done. El Paso is done. They're sick. We should have opened before everybody. Now we should open up. But now that everybody's sick, I think we should wait for everybody to start opening up, and then we should be the first state to open up, and then not allow nobody from Florida, nobody from Nevada, anybody who's sick, bro. If anybody has ever put her head up like this, you can't come into California, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Felipe, if you want to build a wall around California,
you want to build a wall right you can't come in.
Felipe wants to build a wall around California.
I do, bro. I want to build a wall, bro, made out of thousand oaks. Did you guys see that lady, this woman? Okay, I don't want to talk about politics, but we'll talk about just the TikTok followers, not the you already know who won. But this lady said what Trump should do is this. I hope you're listening, Trump, and people with ideas, people that can really get this to Trump. I want this to go viral. She was there with her husband or boyfriend, bro. He was missing a tooth, bro. He had fucking what do you call that food? Oh man, Peggy Hill makes it, man.
What, casseroles like green bean casserole? A Frito pie?
That food Frito pie in a bowl, bro. And
that's how you do it, dog.
She said this, bro. She said what Trump should do is go find a state where he got all the votes and run for governor there, and then we all move there. And people at the bottom are saying, "Well, go, go, make it happen, make this go viral."
That's smart, dude. You would rule that place,
bro. That was my idea, bro. When California was in a deficit, I said, well, what we should do is just secede from the union, bro. And then after they beat the fuck out of our asses, we apply for foreign aid and we all get paid.
Catalina Island, bro.
Montana's wide open, dog.
Yeah, you already got my vote, but you don't have much stuff.
You know, it's sad, man, a lot of people came after. Let's talk about this because I had a long ass Instagram live where I ranted, but then Lisa, she said, we got to go. We have to go pick up Isaac. And we had to go 15 minutes ago, bro. I started lagging. The dogs were ready. The dogs were in the car already, bro. They were looking around where's daddy? And I started ranting, bro. And I lost my train of thought, but I was on the roll right now, dog.
What people were talking shit about.
Oh, they were talking shit. I put up a map of the election, because you know what? Everybody has election fever, Everybody wants to put up their posts.
Oh, yeah, man.
Not just put up a post, the same post, they put up 4 years ago when Trump won, the same paper, Associated Press, who announced the winner. I put it up. Bro, everybody started fighting, dog, infighting. Oh, you suck, unfollow, stick to comedy. But you know what, man?
Oh, my God.
You're telling a comedian to stick to comedy on his comedy page.
Yeah, don't follow it.
I don't get that. Anyways, so I checked to see who lost more followers, Me or Chingo Bling, bro.
Oh, come on, dog.
Oh man, dude.
We don't say bad words on this podcast.
I had to unfollow Chingo Bling because I got like 100 emails. Hey, what's up with your boy? What's up with your boy? Bro, and I thought I got tired of explaining that he's also a comedian and he has the right to choose. But but you also don't have to come after me. Why did he block you? So now you're gonna go after his friends? What? You couldn't go after Chingo Bling's family. You couldn't find out where he lives. You couldn't find out where Chingo Bling resides. You don't know where his children go to school.
Let's go after Felipe.
Where his wife lifts weights. So fuck all that. I'm gonna go after Felipe instead.
What did I do, bro?
I'm like, what did I do, bro? So I don't follow him, and the email stopped. But then people stopped. But I'm gonna follow him back after December 8th. And then
Hiatus.
I lost 350 friends as soon as I put up that map. But I gained 2,000 the same day when I put up that map. That means that by the end of the year, these woke people, 2,000 that showed up, half of them will leave after they find out what my comedy is about. But anyways, it was a chaos 2 days, bro.
Wow, it's like Bitcoin. It goes up and down.
And Trump doesn't want to leave, man. And I know his position, bro. I've been in a position like that. I knew a guy, bro, that he's been in a position like that when he had to leave, bro. And like he didn't know it was over. So his ex-girlfriend's family beat the shit out of him, bro. And they told him to leave, bro. Put it this way, bro. They walked up to him and told him like this. Listen, man, you and my daughter aren't even together anymore. She's married and you're still living with us.
Wow.
You need to go. You need to go. No, you don't understand, sir. We're going to work it out, sir. You don't understand? She's married already and moved on. Yeah, but we can still work it out. Yeah, bro. They had to drag him out. And Rodrigo, you're a political major, political science. You have more. You listen to at least 10 podcasts, right?
Hell no.
Exactly, bro. I had to do an interview today, and they asked me to write down your top 10 podcasts. I said, you know what, man? I'm not a fanboy comedian, bro. I don't listen to no podcast. I listen to podcasts where I could learn something, like Grammar Girl, and cooking podcast. Also, shout out to that homie, bro. You got me into his podcast. The one in that band.
Ahoya?
Ahoya.
Yeah, that's from Madball.
Madball.
The Smoking Word podcast.
Smoking Word. James, are you into any of those science fiction or UFO conspiracies?
No.
I'm a UFO.
No, not at all. I thought that the flat Earth thing was funny, so I jumped on that and tried to give people that I was serious. I did that for about a year, and then I just dropped it because it was boring. But for about a year, I jumped on the flat Earth thing, and I was ranting as much as I possibly could about it, just to like mess with my friends and stuff.
You were saying it was flat or not flat?
I was saying it was flat as fuck. I was like, yeah,
flat as fuck, dude.
There's fucking boom mic in the shot, and I just went off. I was like, yeah, man, it's like Alex Jones was saying, man. Like, I just went off, dude. I was just, because I just thought it was so stupid, you know what I mean? Like, that these people, like, just really went off about this. So I was like, let me jump in on it and see if I can irritate some people,
What did you find any, like, crazy facts about the world being flat?
There's none,
Eddie Bravo's page?
Honestly, I didn't find anything that backed up what Kyrie Irving and all those people are saying. I did look at it before I started making fun of it, but then I just went ahead and teed off and made fun of it because I didn't see anything, like, any proof, It's like, I'll just go ahead with what everyone's told me for like 3,000 years. Okay, I'll just go with that because you guys don't have any proof. You're just coming out with this, tinfoil stuff, and like, especially Kyrie Irving, who's, he's a basketball player, not that basketball players can't talk, but, come out with something like, substantial. Like
exactly, like, because I think aerodynamics will tell you that if the world was flat, you couldn't be able to throw that ball like that.
Yeah. Or even like when you
because
travel,
the world has to spin, you know, and gravity. If the world was flat, the gravity will not let that ball go up that high. You know what I mean? If the world was flat. I'm no scientist, but Lisa told me. If the world was flat, like Kyrie Irving said, every time you throw like a three-pointer, the ball wouldn't go in the air.
I don't know if I said that.
All right, man. You know, I mean,
there wouldn't be any energy, dude.
That's my theory. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to it for a whole year, bro.
I believe you, bro.
Globe and not see the freaking horizon, how it's round, you know.
First of all, man, when you travel to
let me give one shout out to a podcast that I do listen to. That is a conspiracy podcast, but it's about the Beatles, and it's about a guy who thinks that Paul is dead. He hasn't convinced me yet, but it's just so entertaining.
I've heard that one before. What's his name?
His name is Sage of Quay on YouTube, and it's great because it goes into total detail. Sage of Quay, Quay, and it goes into total detail about how Paul was replaced by like a James Bond kind of guy, and then they had surgery, and then like Sergeant Pepper was fake. It was like all made by. It's
like the
honestly, I don't smoke pot anymore, but this is a good substitute. This website, it'll get you stoned. Just all the weird stuff, you know, they're talking about. You know,
because I read somewhere where that picture of Abbey Road when they're walking, that somebody, those conspiracy guys say that's like a sign, that a message that they killed Paul and they buried him.
Exactly. Yeah. And of course, like Paul is alive today, and he comes on, he's like, no, that didn't happen. And this guy's like, yeah, nah, fuck you. He's like, nah, you're lying. You know, it's great. He'll so Paul today, like saying, hey, I'm alive. And he's like, he'll slow it down and he'll like see that eyebrow right there? That you know, it's like you can't even win even if you come out and say, hey man, I'm alive.
How many episodes are there of this guy trying to talk about he's dead?
What? Bro, I'm on his Patreon. I give him money so that he can continue. He's got hundreds.
Oh my God, bro.
I don't want that kind of entertainment to stop, dude.
I gotta get into this.
Yeah, money so he can make 1,000 episodes on how he's dead. That's funny.
You'll do it about anything, huh? Yeah, man. I'm making my own podcast. Stevie Wonder could see.
We should talk. We should like talk to Eric and see like if we ever do this again, maybe they could say that like, you know, I'm not a real person, like that it really is Hannibal. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Just to keep people tripped out. You know what I mean? And they're like, nah, James Hazley don't even exist, man. He's just like a blow-up doll, right? But like that was really Hannibal or something like that. You know, maybe give some conspiracy views, you know? I don't know.
How many episodes of the Eric Andre show are you on?
You know, this is one of those things that I really don't know. Honestly, I did not expect, I'll be straight up honest with you. I did not expect to be on as much as I am already. Like they used pretty much everything they shot. So I know that there's a few other things that me and you shot that they haven't used yet. Yeah. That I think they will. I had a lot of fans for the first time in my life on Instagram saying, "Oh, you quit? How come you quit?" I'm like, "Dog, you think I'm crazy? Why would I quit that show?"
That's right. You like that other show? You said, "Fuck you, clone me."
Yeah, but there's like other stuff later in the season, you know, that I already know that, you know, I'll be back on here and there. It's such a blessing, dude. I'm already on so much more than I thought I'd be. It's just a blessing, man. You know, I love it.
Fun, huh?
So fun, man. And again, thank you, dude. You made that comfortable for me because it was like having a homie there, you know?
Yeah.
You made that so comfortable for me. Thank you.
There's still more surprises for the show. If you haven't watched Eric Andre show at midnight on Adult Swim, there's still more Blanabo and more Felipe and more surprises, more guests. We still have Luis Guzman, who's gonna be a guest.
He was cool. That guy was so cool, man. He was so funny. He was so. I told him, I'm like, Chappelle Show, and he named off some other movies. He's like, how about that one? I'm like, yeah, that's true. You were
bro, give me some Luis Guzman, bro.
Oh, you forgot I was in that one movie, Night Falls on Manhattan.
I gotta ask Rodrigo. I'm not sure if it was you that posted this today. I'm pretty sure it was on your page. I saw it. You guys know the guy from Blood In, Blood Out?
Yes.
No, that was Felipe.
We know him.
He's been on this podcast. He's been on this podcast.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Dude,
he's like the token white guy. He's like the token white guy.
Yeah. Dude, he was on this podcast. His name's Damian Chapa. It's cool as fuck.
He had the most wildest first story. He had the wildest Hollywood story, bro. Like he was booked to do a movie before he did Blood In, Blood Out, and he had just met the director, the producer, and everybody, and they signed a deal, and it was gonna be like his break movie, his movie before Blood In, Blood Out. He said after everybody took off, that car went to Hollywood, and they parked on the street. They were at a red light, and a car drove by and riddled them with bullets and killed everyone in that car.
What?
Yeah, bro. What? And it's on Unsolved Mysteries.
Damien survived?
Unsolved Mysteries.
No, they killed those people.
Yeah, they killed everybody that was involved in that movie.
Wow.
But then he got Blood In, Blood Out.
I'll ask you another thing. It's stereotypical to ask you, but do you know Danny? Do you know Danny Trejo?
Danny Trejo, we know him because, we know him, right? Yeah, we know him. I met him the first time through Baby Bash at a music video shoot, and then I met him at the East LA parade, and we both donated blood at the
Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the cancer kids, and we donated blood and
he's a legend.
For donation.
I eat at his taco place now.
Sure got some of his blood inside of you, dude. That would have been badass.
It was shout out right now to Richard Chang. Richard Chang, an old guest of ours. He has now opened up a mortar place. What did I say, right? And a brick and mortar restaurant. He has no longer a truck. He has a vegan chicken place now with a bar in Highland Park. It's called Wolfie's.
Oh, really?
Shit.
That's tight, dude.
Yeah, it's called Wolfie's. And if you go there, he has Impossible Burgers, like 5 different kinds, Korean, buffalo, whatever. And he has Nashville-style chicken sandwiches and Korean-style chicken sandwiches and buffalo spicy.
Richard, this is Felipe's friend James. I'll be there.
Yeah, Richard Chang. It's in Highland Park, and if you go in now, there's you could eat inside or take it to go. You could eat inside. There's like they have their own beers now.
Oh shit!
Patio.
Cool.
They have corn and a cob, and it's good, man.
That's
We went
awesome.
there yesterday. They have brunch. Oh shit, they have brunch too. This food makes a waffle cone and puts he puts fried chicken in a vegan fried chicken in a waffle cone with mashed potato and gravy. Woo!
You're gonna reverse all my progress.
If I eat that in the afternoon, this is how I bring not getting so big. If I eat that in the afternoon, I'm gonna scarf it up for sure, bro, and eat whatever. If it's a pie, I'm gonna eat a piece of pie. But for the rest of the day, I suffer, bro, and not eat no more, bro. Like if there's a pizza to be eaten, I said, fuck that shit. I'm gonna just eat that shit in the morning.
Yeah.
But like if there's a big meal, I might eat a salad, dog. Put a lot of ranch, bacon bits. But yeah, but it's really tough, bro, man.
That's tough as fuck, dude.
Hell yeah. But back in the days, bro, that meal, that waffle cone was just a sample, bro. I would still go eat a fat burger for lunch and then like dinner somewhere and then tacos at 4 a.m. or Denny's.
And
with alcohol, nobody stopped me.
With beer, like that shit all adds up, man.
We were always eating, dog.
Bro, I remember taking some shits, bro, where it hurt, bro.
Me duele.
Tengo miedo.
Tengo miedo.
Too much munching, dude.
For real, man. Like, hey, what I remember, man, when I would do meth, I did meth a couple of times, and then I went to the Hog Cafe, bro, methed out, right? And I think fucking Cherry and Haha never seen anybody on Scante, bro, do a set, bro. I was like this, dog. I was like this, bro. Like, ready to, like she paid me like $35, bro. Or else I was gonna take a couple of fucking mics with me
to sell.
Bro, I was up for 4 days, dog.
I like that Dante look is like.
I was up for 4 days, bro. I was beyond the part where you want to clean, dog.
Oh, dude.
When you're on meth, there's levels, bro. You think you're all right, but then you will do another one and you start cleaning, bro. You start cleaning, but then you realize it's 2 days now, bro. Now you're back to dirtying the place up.
Have you guys? I know you've done comedy on weed, but have you ever done comedy on like harder stuff? Can you remember your jokes?
Harder than meth?
I don't remember what I said, but I know I got a standing ovation. And then I went to the back and cried, and then I told the promoter, if you don't find coke, I'm gonna kill you.
That's pretty reasonable.
Coke or your life,
it is funny. I'm such a hypocrite, I'm such a hypocrite. I'm such a hypocrite, I would laugh at Jake the Snake Roberts when he did it, and I go, "What a loser, Ray! He gonna wrestle and he has a crack? What's up with that?"
Beyond the mat.
Beyond the mat, bro. I remember.
Was there a lot of partying in your days when you were in the bands?
Say that again, brother.
Was there a lot of partying when you were in the bands? Because Rodrigo used to work with Voodoo Glow Schools.
Yeah, okay, yeah, man. For a brief time, I was in a band called the Specs, and they were on the same circuit as those guys, man. Voodoo Glow Skulls. But yeah, every band I was in from like 1990 to 2006 was just pretty much the Black John Belushi comes to mind. I mean, I was basically what I was going for. Just everything in extreme, everything.
That's a cool name, bro. The Black John Belushi.
Yeah,
I gotta work into a rhyme here, something, but it's like
I don't even know the band, but I'll buy it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm starting a band, dude. I'm starting a band right now called General H, man. I'm looking for musicians, in the LA area. I know you're pretty busy, you and Rodrigo with your comedy, but
we got James over here ready, bro.
James Callaghan.
We got James right here, man, from Slaughter.
A little
bass.
Play?
He plays bass.
We're gonna have to rap, dude. Because I'm serious, man. It's one of the reasons I'm losing weight, so I can play drums with my shirt off finally, like DH and all.
No, man, no, seriously.
Yeah.
I've seen Slaughter, and James takes it seriously. He knows how to play.
Thank you.
Takes it serious.
Seen Slaughter perform
On YouTube.
I've done all those clubs, Mancini's, the Cobalt, everything you're talking about in the Valley.
Dude,
You've done them with James?
Yeah, man.
With what band?
Oh man, this is back in the 90s. This band Lost Identity that was Spanglish rapcore.
Crazy.
Oh, dude, right up my alley, man.
Yeah,
that's great. Like over my knee, like shit.
Yeah, we used to play with Downset and Aslan Underground all the time.
Damn.
Aslan Underground, hell yeah.
I remember that.
Hey Jay, did you ever do gigs at the Santa Monica Pier?
One time. Yeah. I did play there one time. I think maybe 94, 95. Yeah.
This question is for both James. Do you guys remember the Red Elvises?
Yes, I do.
Elvises?
Who was the Red Elvis?
They were a band from what is that cold place in Russia?
Moscow.
They're a Siberian punk band.
Damn.
I didn't know they were Russian. I did not know they were Russian. But
yeah. Or maybe they faked it, bro. That was their thing.
Hey, The red
Like-
square, the red Elvises.
Man, me and Rodrigo, hey, along the way, you know, in your music, did you ever meet people that were faking it, that they were British, or faking that they were from LA? So we met a guy that was faking he was Scottish.
Hey,
Huh?
man.
Huh?
See, I have a lot of English friends. They would never let me get away with that, man. They would bust my ass. They can't stand that shit when Americans do like fake English. That's one thing that Americans don't understand about London. Like they know, like when you're doing a fake English accent, and they don't appreciate it.
Like when Madonna was with Guy Ritchie.
Very, very much so. Yeah. Or Don Cheadle in Ocean's 11 was mentioned by every English friend I had.
Oh my god!
Funny.
You know what I see? I want to see a movie where Danny Trejo had to have a British accent, bro.
That fool sounds crazy.
I saw my wife was telling me when we looked you
Here's
up.
the best I can do. Here's the best I can do. This, you know, Mick Jagger, Mike. Mick Jagger. That's the best I can do. That's it. That's pretty bad.
You sound like the singer from the Specials.
Oh, Rankin Roger.
Too much, too young.
You know your
Too
shit.
young.
That's why I love Felipe. He knows his shit, man. You know what I mean? Nobody knows about Rankin Roger, man.
Bro,
Or
when
at least
I'm telling you, when I was at the street scene, I saw two brothers, two black dudes straight up. They were black, and they were walking, and they had trench coats, and they had those buttons, and they were the same button as the two-tone, you know. And I asked somebody, what these fools? What's up with these fools? So there was a bunch of Crips, bro, and cholos and punk rockers, and you know the fucking like the party crowd. But then I looked at them like, and there was some white dudes and some Latino dudes that thought, to me, I thought the shit. To me, I thought they were walking at the shit don't stink, bro. But I was a teenager. These guys were like in high school, and I said, "What's up with these guys? Are they mod?" And some guys said, "Nah, man, they're ska."
Yeah, it was kind of blended together. You know, the mod thing when we were like
I
kids in the
loved
80s.
it, man. I wish they could afford it.
Yeah, exactly. Like who could afford the scooter and stuff like that? But I did have a mod
Oh
phase
shit!
myself
You went
in
to
high
the
school.
scooter? I didn't even know the scooter.
And a trench
Yeah,
coat.
man.
Fuck yeah, bro.
In high school, I
wanna
went
be
through,
that
you know,
dude.
because I love the Who. I love the Who
Hair,
to
little
this day.
ponytail.
So I went through the whole scooter mod thing for a little while. You
You
know?
had a scooter, bro?
I did. I had my
Jealous.
fat ass on the scooter, dude, a Honda.
And you
It was
had
the
the
best I could
fucking
afford.
those bad shoes I always wanted to. The one my wife has. The creepers.
Oh, yeah. I can never find them. I wear size 14 and a half, dude. I can never find them. You know?
No, you don't need creepers. You're already creeping.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I don't need
go
to
to
creep
Ross.
fucking like taunting people, bro. You know?
That's bad, dude. When I saw those guys, I thought that was like, man, I gotta get into that scene. Because they were just those who had, man, I never seen Doc Martens before, bro. I never seen anybody wear Doc Marten with a suit and then be, well, to put it with Doc, if I would have dressed like the way they were dressing, I would get bagged on all day at school.
Is that how
Yep.
skinheads
They'll make
dress?
fun of me from the moment
That's
I
real.
walked out of my
That's real.
house all the way to school inside my classroom, bro. Because they don't know that style, bro. And I wanted that style.
Yep.
But like if I would have even cuffed my pants up, bro, what's up with a flood? This motherfucker has wearing his little brother's pants, eh?
One thing I noticed about the changeover from the 80s to the 90s with like the style of bullying I was getting from the other kids was like it went from you Grace Jones looking motherfucker to you Dennis Rodman looking motherfucker.
That's crazy, bro.
They switched it up, you know?
Crazy, man. It's funny, man. You can always tell like how they're gonna make fun of you by what celebrity is hot and if they look like you or not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I worked in a warehouse for about 6 months in Burbank, and the whole crew was like kind of like, you know, the reform kind of cholos that are like, you know, but they're working, right?
Burbank.
They're not like straight up
Birdman.
banging anymore. They're working. The whole crew was like that.
MC
And
Pancho.
all the guys called me Tina Turner because I had punk rock hair then. They're like, Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Hey, we don't need another hero, fool. Like they used to. You know?
Fucking Cholos con todas some good bags.
That's hilarious, dog.
So some of those guys are still my friends, but that whole crew, dude, like I had to survive by like trial by fire. They acted like they never saw a black punk rocker before.
That's right, dog. Your hair was red like fucking Tina Turner and Mad Max 2.
What's love?
The Thunderdome. What's love got to do? That's funny, man. Cholos can bang. What's look at the
dude? They're funny as fuck. They're very funny.
You don't need any more heroes, bro.
Bro, especially like some Cholos, especially like if they're heckling during a Raider game or a fucking Rams game. Any Cholo in the world, bro, they're always funny. They're throwing in some hitters, eh?
Creative as fuck, bro.
Oh, straight
okay, I got a question for Rodrigo and Felipe that I've been wanting to ask you guys for like 3 weeks. What do you guys think of Who's Gone Wild?
It's a repost page.
Who's Gone Wild? They have a check mark now, and they're changing their format from being a meme page to an actual comedy page. But yeah, man,
original content.
This is their third page at 800,000. By the way, they started at one page and they put in a couple of videos that were too raunchy, so they got dismissed at 700,000. Then they built it up again and got to 600,000. They put up another video. Get the hell out of here. Now they're watching their asses and they're at 800,000, slowly moving to 900,000. They're a lot of people are mentioning them, and they're pretty hot, you know. And me personally, I like going to their page and writing a funny comment, because that always buys me 100 new followers.
Hell yeah!
And I like going to pages like Who's Gone Wild, No Chill Mexican, Mexicans, whatever, and Joe Rogan's page. Like today, Joe Rogan said, I did 10 hours on a bag, or I don't know what he did, 10 minutes.
10 hours, fuck.
I don't know what he did, 10 minutes. I did 10-pound bag. I don't know what. So he did something 10 bag. And then I wrote. And his face was like this. Right? So I just copied what he said, but I just did 10 bowls out of the same bag. The whole world beautiful. And then fuck, dude, like 700 likes, comments, people are following me. It's like I don't really gotta perform anymore. I just gotta go to somebody's page who's hot, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, and
woo! No, yeah, that's smart. You're marketing yourself like that, dude.
Theo Von.
Dude, you're teaching me tricks that are gonna backfire on you, man. Check your page later.
Yeah, man. You know, bro, it's funny how people say you look like Grace Jones. Right now, you look like Marcus Allen from the Raiders.
Yeah, man.
You're like Magic Johnson before AIDS.
That's a good one. That's a good one. These are people I like. Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson, by the way, that was the last time I liked the Raiders. I'm a Rams fan like the whole time, but I really love the Raiders when Marcus and Bo were there. Damn, what happened, Felipe?
Oh, you said you're not a Raider fan no more.
I'm sorry, bro. Like after Gruden left, I couldn't get with it, man. And now he's back.
Who left?
Okay, the first time they got rid of Gruden, I was kind of mad about that. I know what you mean. You know, and then even like every few years, I'll kind of try to go back to my Bo Jackson childhood and get into him, and then they'll like trade Khalil Mack, and then it's like, okay, you know, and then move to Vegas, which I love Vegas. I lived in Vegas, but they should be like either in LA or Oakland to me. But that's just me. You know?
I don't think they were gonna. To me personally, the Raiders will always be from Los Angeles, even though they were from Oakland. It was, to me, it was just an annex, you know, like when you have the ice house and you have the annex, you have the comedy store, the ballet room. But because now they might be the Las Vegas Raiders on print, but to everyone else, they're just the Raiders. Dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun,
baby.
He's like, he's lucky I hate the Raiders with like 95% of my friends are Raiders fans. I've just been the Rams fan since Dickerson. I can't get rid of.
We don't need another hero, bro.
St. Louis, I was a Rams fan, you know? So You know, that's always going to be my heart. But, you know, the Raiders, I actually miss the Coliseum because in the Coliseum, you could watch actual murders. You could actually watch, like, back in the day when the Raiders played there, when I was a kid, you could watch people get their ass stomped, like, big time. You know? And, like, it's not like that now, man. People are so kind of powder puff, you know?
Yeah, one thing about the Oakland Raiders or any football team is, I would say, not the West, not the East Coast. You know, there ain't no gangs in the East Coast showing up to no football games. You know, I'm talking about the Raiders, San Diego Chargers, San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks. You know, these teams bring a lot of gangsters into those games, man.
The 49ers? Hey, the 49ers?
Yeah, bro. A lot of people, a lot of people from the South and North like them now.
Norteños, bro.
Really? That must be a recent thing. It was all Raiders when I was a kid. That's 49ers. I don't know. I'm a Rams fan, so I don't like them, but whatever. If they feel gangster wearing those weird colors, that's cool.
Red and gold.
I don't see how tough that is, but you know, Raiders. Come on, let's face it, Raiders. Anywhere you go in the world, you see a Raiders jersey, you're just like,
dude, silver and black.
Bro,
baby.
for real, man. I feel like if I was in trouble and I saw a guy with a Raiders jacket, I could stand next to him. I could ask him for help.
Yeah, please help me,
dude. If they had Miami Dolphin colors, I would never be a fan of that team.
That was my dad's team. I used to tease him about it, man. You know, rest in peace, Pops. I used to tease him. I'm like, how can you be intimidating wearing teal? You're wearing teal. Like, you're not going to hit hard, bro. It's just not going to happen in that color, man. You know, it's like you throw a crayon at somebody. I don't know. But, yeah, but I respect that, man. I know you're a Raiders fan. You know, we have the Dodgers thing in common, and that's good enough, man. You like basketball? Lakers, bro. That's my trifecta, bro. Okay, that's what I tweeted, bro. First, the Lakers win a championship. Yeah.
Next, the Dodgers win a championship. Biden wins the presidency. What's next? Las Vegas Raiders win a Super Bowl. And everybody was telling me, Felipe, you're crazy. You're asking for too much. And then some other person, not me, wrote a statistic about when the Raiders win Super Bowls. And the last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl, it was when Ronald Reagan left.
Wow.
Hey, really? Was that the last one?
They always win or go to the playoffs when the Republican leaves. When they went, the last time they went to a Super Bowl, I think George Bush was president.
Oh wow, dude!
Chucky went there against the Bucks.
Yeah, man, we got an ass kick, man. Yeah, my Instagram. We can tell people where to find you.
Yes, General H Undead. General H _undead at Instagram.
Orale.
Rodrigo. And I'm a little bit slow with the website, but I'm coming with jameshazley.com very soon here.
Cool.
Rodrigo, you still doing your Yeah Man?
Yeah, episode 74 and 75 are together and they're up, guys. Been up since Sunday.
A lot of people are asking right now for the Podcast del Norte episodes.
We have a new episode dropping tomorrow, and the last episode's been up for about a week. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Next week, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we're going to be in Corpus Christi, Texas. But the day before, we're going to be in Austin, Texas, Friday and Saturday.
No, Corpus is Friday, Austin is Saturday.
Corpus this Friday, and then Austin the following day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Orale, Holmes.
November 20 and 21st.
James, thank you very much, dude. Mad love to you, and keep shining, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. One more corrido.
Yeah, one more corrido, bro. Give me one.
Uno más.
Felipe is the best. What's up? Pinch putos need to know what's up. Pinch putos need to know.
Yeah, Jonathan Richmond in the house. What's up, fool? Oh man, that's tight, man. That reminds me of my Dr. Demento days. Bro, Dr. Demento, it's time for number one. This is it. Number one. Yeah. Shout out to Musical L and Whimsical Will and High Five Sally. Man, when I was before you go, I just want to say that I used to listen to Dr. Mento on 95.5 Kilo West from 7 to 9. It was a comedy show from 7 to 9. And let me tell you, man, no one in my neighborhood listened to it but 3 other friends. And every time I tell them about it, bro, what the fuck is that shit, dog? That shit ain't funny. But here we are now, bro, talking about it 35,000 years later. What's up, Rodrigo?
Chilling, brother.
I got you a present, dog. You know what it is. It's
Thank
a
you so
blonde
much.
wig.
Thank you. We're
later.
gonna take the fight to the very end.
Oh, bro, you made that guy, man. The guy at the lobby, that big dude.
Oh, dude.
You made his day, bro. He was laughing like that big dude in Lady Killers.
Me and Vinny got there and he was all stressed out. All this shit was happening. These rooms were all fucked up and like customers was calling him. And dude, I was just like, whatever, bro. And then at the end, I just fucking started talking like that fool because he said he was gonna take it all the way to the Supreme Court.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, dog, it was tight.
You have to go to the People's Court, bro.
Judge Judy. Judge Judy.
Judge Joe Brown.
What's up, Food Podcast? Thank you, James Hazley, James Hound, Rodrigo Torres, Martin Rizzo. What's
Later.
Thank you for making it happen, man.
Hasta luego, Holmes.
Thank you very much, guys. My brother.
Coney Montana.
Tight. Keep shining, bro. Later, James.
Later, guys.
All right, brother.